Welcome to Hidden Empires, the channel that uncovers the untold stories of self-made billionaires. From toy sellers to tech visionaries, from forgotten failures to global empires, we reveal the strategies, risks, and turning points that built fortunes.
When Austin Russell was 12 years old, he built a robot that could find him on a map and follow him around. A few years later, he started working on a way to make cars see in the dark. And by 25, he'd made more money than most people do in a lifetime. But it wasn't easy. Here's how he did it. Austin Russell was the kind of kid who read science journals for fun. By 17, he'd filed his first patent. And when Stanford accepted him for physics, his classmates were mostly pre-meds and bio majors. But 3 months in, he took a Thiel fellowship and left swapping textbooks for a garage lab. At first, he tried to build an in-car camera that could detect if someone was smiling or frowning, but there was already a huge market for that. So he shifted focus to something harder. His idea: build Lidar sensors that could help self-driving cars see in detail, even at highway speeds. You know those weird little circles you sometimes see on top of cars? Those are Lidar sensors. They use lasers to measure distance and help cars navigate and park themselves. But they only work well in perfect conditions. In rain, snow, or fog, they get blurry. And at highway speeds, they're almost useless, because there isn't enough time to react to what they see. The challenge: build a sensor that could see through bad weather and at longer ranges. Not just solve the problem, solve it better than all the other companies out there, which, to be fair, had hundreds of millions in funding and teams twice his age. But Austin was undeterred. For 2 years, he worked with a team of 10 to try to make the impossible possible. And then something interesting happened. He solved a minor problem that no one else had been able to solve, making the sensors work at longer ranges in bad weather. And that turned into something much bigger, because the automakers he'd been pitching to noticed. In 2018, Luminar Technologies signed deals with Volvo, Mercedes, and more. Suddenly, the young Dropout was the face of a multi-billion-dollar company, and in 2020, the company went public. Overnight, Austin became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world at 25. Today, he's still worth roughly $2.4 billion. And even though he's stepped back from day-to-day operations at Luminar, he's still steering the future of autonomous vehicles, investing in other startups, and pushing the industry forward. But here's what we take away. If you want to make a name for yourself, expertise wins trust faster than age does. When Austin started out, he was too young to drive, let alone work in tech. But the more problems he solved, the less anyone cared. If you can solve the hardest problems in your industry, the market won't care how young or unconventional you are. And with that, thanks for listening, and see you next time.
We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe, like, and comment so others might find and enjoy these videos. Go to the description below for more resources and information. Thanks for your time.